Hello everyone, welcome back to Cosmo's Universe. My name is Matt and today I'm back to tell you about impossible colours. This time I'm going to do it properly. So before I explain what impossible colours are, I need to show you the spectrum of light. So if I put this image on screen now, you can see all kinds of wavelengths which are measured in hertz, which is the SI unit of frequency equal to 1 cycle per second. So the colours we can see, that human eyes can detect, is only actually a fraction of that spectrum. And as you can see, we have radio waves, microwaves, ultraviolet, infrared, gamma rays, etc, etc. The colours we can see are only a fraction of the spectrum due to how our eyes work. And we can see about 10 million different colours. That's the official estimate. But impossible colours aren't really to do with frequency. This is just so, we know what colours are. I'm going to show you another diagram, and this one is an explanation of how our eye works, because that's going to be important later on. So let me just tell you. Our eyes have light receptors called rods and cones, which will receive light through the eye lenses. I'm just going to focus on cones for this bit, because you don't need to know the whole process. But basically, there are 3 opponent channels in our eyes. Red versus green, blue versus yellow, and black versus white. And the side note is that black and white aren't technically colours. So technically that's more to do with brightness, but let's not worry about that now. So let's say hypothetically that you stared at the bluest wall object ever seen. Just you stared at something really blue. So your cones that primarily detect blue wavelengths are going to be excited, while the cones that detect yellow, its opposite, are going to be inhibited. And if you switch around for the yellowest thing ever, then vice versa happens. Because of this, you can't have cones that are excited and inhibited at the same time, which means it's impossible to see a colour that's simultaneously yellow and blue or red and green. And I'm not talking about when you mix colours, when you get like a murky green, brown, purple kind of colour. I'm talking about colours which are yellow and blue or red and green simultaneously. And if you can't really imagine what I'm saying, it's probably because, they're impossible, our eyes can't detect that. I mean, just imagine discovering a new colour. I know, it's difficult. If you're ever given the option whether to do public speaking or find a new colour, go with public speaking, because I guarantee it'll be much easier. Because everyone hates public speaking. So the question is, how do we even know about this? Where am I getting my information from? Well, there's a bibliography at the end, but I'm going to skip back to 1983, where there was an experiment devised by a man named Hewitt Crane and his colleague Thomas Piantanida, sorry if I messed up the pronunciation, I'm terrible at that, to show how it could be done. What they did is created coloured strips, so, a strip of red next to a strip of green, for example, and they placed a device called an eye tracker on dozens of volunteers. What the eye tracker enabled them to do is get them to mix the 2 colours and literally see them at the same time. The observers of this unusual sight said they saw, quote, "The borders between the stripes gradually disappear and the colours seem to flood into one another. Amazingly, the image seemed to override their eyes' occupancy mechanism, and they said they perceived colours they'd never seen before. These colours were indescribable even by artists with a large colour vocabulary." Now, it's all very well for me to tell you all this and to bring you these wonders, but this requires something like hands-on, doesn't it? Some sort of interactive entertainment. In a few seconds, I'm going to place that same eye tracker test on screen. First the yellow-blue, then the red-green. What I want you to try and do is cross your eyes so that the white X's in the centre match, and essentially get the colours to overlap. Unfortunately, that's the best I can do, because I don't have an eye tracker. If you have an eye tracker, well done. It won't be easy, and crossing your eyes for an extended time is probably not very healthy, but I don't think a few seconds will matter too much, so go ahead, here you go. Before I continue, here is a bibliography of all the websites that I got my information and images from. And that's all. Did you manage to see impossible colours? Let me know down below in the comments. And if you did enjoy this video, please remember to like and share with your friends, because it really helps out. Don't forget to subscribe to be notified of all the new content coming on this channel very soon. So, until the next time, bye bye.